Hi, I'm Rachel from Sweetthorn. Welcome to my latest embroidery update. Last year I began a series about learning embroidery styles and techniques which are new to me. I'm nearly at the end of my first big project, which is all about blackwork. Although there are several embroidery stitches commonly used in blackwork, which I tried out on this sampler, the designs I've been stitching have only needed back stitch and straight stitch. It's tempting just to create samplers with lots of intricate blackwork patterns side by side. But in the future I'd like to try making images with blackwork stitches and explore how to create different shading effects. Right now it's time to wind down my current project and look towards something new. If all goes well, this will be my penultimate blackwork update. I'd like to finish my sampler sometime this month. Right now it's summer, so I'm hoping I'm not being too optimistic about how much time I have. Sometime in August or September I hope to start a new embroidery project, and I'll tell you more about it nearer the time. But getting back to my current project, here's how I've been getting on with my sampler in the last month. As you can see, I've been concentrating on the diamond eyelet pattern, which is very intricate, so it's taken me longer than some of the other panels. But I've done some preparation for the final patterns as well. The designs I have in mind work really well when they look neat and contained, like the octagonal patterns in the second row. I've mapped them out to make sure that they fit, so I can see the whole sampler starting to come together. The diamond eyelet pattern is the most detailed design on the sampler, and it took me a while and quite a bit of unpicking to figure out how I wanted to stitch it. I stitched the whole pattern for a few rows at first to see how it all worked together. Once I had an idea about how it all came together, I stitched all the vertical lines. After that I added in the horizontal lines to create a trellis. It was very useful to have the first few rows to help me work out where I was in the design. Even then I sometimes made mistakes and had to unpick my work. I'm sure that the Royal School of Needlework has an efficient stitching plan for this pattern, and I've put a link to their stitch bank in the description. I worked out my own strategy so that I could become more familiar with the design. Now I'm adding the diagonal lines to the centres to complete the pattern. It's surprising how much the design changes with these extra details. The grid is much more densely blocked out. When I'm stitching the design, I think of it in terms of squares alternating with geometric petals. This pattern was easier to see when I only had a few rows stitched. The completed design feels totally different when these patterns are all connected to the rows below. There's less space, and new shapes emerge when I look at the design as a whole, rather than at its component parts. It shouldn't take me too long to finish off this panel, and then I hope I can crack on with the final panels and complete this project over the summer. I didn't know how long all these projects would take me when I started, but now I have a better idea about that. I should be able to make plans for much quicker projects and find time to explore more embroidery styles throughout the year. That's all for now. Hopefully I'll have this project wrapped up by the end of summer. I'll be posting shorts to show you how I get on. Look out for a new stitch tutorial as well. It should be about French knots. If you want more details about how I stitch these pieces, check out the description below. You'll also find links to my website and newsletter if you want to find out more about my other embroidery projects. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.